Suddenly when you add two colorless liquids, you get a new color. So this is where the curiosity starts. And I'm a person who will never shy away asking people to teach me. I think my journey started that way. So basically I'm an organic chemist by education and an electrochemist by training.
Many people think that India is just a follower of the Western science and we are developing such indigenous technologies here. So like how India has evolved from your lens, like if you look at the science and tech, this transformation.
In Indian dictionary, one word which could be removed, my strong recommendation is follower.
Okay.
Follower of technology. India is no longer depending upon anyone. Today, my first step is I have to follow my technology. It should be accepted, appreciated and implemented in India, number one.
Okay.
My next level is it should be accepted, appreciated and implemented across the globe.
Oh, make in India for the world.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's not made in India, it is make in India. You rightly touched upon the point.
If I am a founder, how can I approach CSIR for my mission?
Good, very, very excellent question. I'll give you my knowledge, my technology, and somebody is giving you the fund, somebody is facilitating the fund, and you as an end user with my science and with that fund, you will do it.
If you can just advise people like, how they can align themselves with the national interest.
Ministries and the visionary leaders, they will come up with the schemes and the missions and they will give you the funding. For all the 140 crore people, now we should have only one future or only one idea, one plan, one target, one objective, which is nothing but Viksit Bharat.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Rocket Media. Today we have Dr. Kalaiselvi ji with us. She is one of the most foremost scientists of India and currently serving as Director General of CSIR and Secretary DSIR. Also, she is the first woman to serve these institutions in the 84-year-old history of these institutions, which is itself very incredible. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity.
Namaskar.
Glad to sit in front of you. Namaskaram. So, ma'am, before we dive into the CSIR, its mission and its vision, I would love to know about you, like your early inclination towards science. I have met many scientists and one common thread which I found is early curiosity. True. So, when did you found science interesting and when did you decided to dedicate your life to this?
Yeah, I think science always, like C.V. Raman when he was traveling, he started thinking why only the color of the sea is blue, why sky is blue in color. So similarly, when you just go to the lab side, suddenly when you add two colorless liquids, you get a new color. So this is where the curiosity starts. Similarly, the inquisitive or inherent questions that are staying within yourself. So by nature, a few kids will be having the curiosity or boldness or anxiety also sometimes to ask why, what and how. If not in all, many a times the one who is making a lot of questions will have science as their destination. I think my journey started that way.
So you're very curious as a child.
I think so.
And when, if you look at your journey, I think your domain and research area, electrochemistry. So I think even today it's a very niche domain. So at that point of time, how did you landed upon electrochemistry? Was that by accident or you were a visionary that, okay, this is going to happen in future?
I think it is partially by design. Okay. And partially, I would say the other side. Okay. Why? Because when I was just doing my MSc from the Government Arts College, Coimbatore, there I had a very interesting professor, Professor Kalyana Sundaram, who is no more now. I fondly recall him many times and today also. Why? Because the moment we go to the classroom, first thing he will say is, 7 boys and 7 girls. So he will say, start telling the periodic table. So we should start telling hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, like that we should say. Then suddenly he will say transition metals. Then you have to start titanium, scandium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. This is how you should say. If at all you are not able to say, then he will not give you attendance. He will ask you to get out of the class. So then we were just thinking, who is this strict master? What is his background? Then we came to know that he has done his PhD from Central Electrochemical Research Institute and he is an electrochemist. So this the first time this electrochemistry is coming into my life. I would say the road crossed that time only. And we had two very important papers. One is Basics of Electrochemistry, the other one is Applied Electrochemistry. And he is the professor who took all of us to Central Electrochemical Institute in the year 1985. And 87, 89, so 88 he took all of us as an educational tour. We went to Sikri, Karekudi, and we stayed there for 10 days, and he took us around the lab, and we spent all the time in the lab, and we discussed with the lab scientists, and we were given a lot of lectures also, and some experiments also. We stayed within the campus for 10 days.
Okay.
So that 10 days, I would say, that made the miracle. Then we understood, because we have heard about one Dr. Noel, cyclic voltammetry. He is the author of the book. But we saw, we just had a personal interaction with Dr. Noel. He himself took the cyclic voltammetry classes. So then all of us got excited. At that point of time, believe it or not, there was a spark that came to my mind. If at all I get a job in future, I should get a job in a place like this. I never thought that I will go to the same place. But basically, I am an organic chemist by education.
Okay.
I did my PhD in pure organic chemistry, synthetic organic chemistry. With that background, synthetic organic chemistry gives you the freedom to move to inorganic chemistry and also physical chemistry also.
Right.
And therefore, there was an advertisement that came in Employment News. So that is about Central Electrochemical Research Institute. Now the spark starts working. So I just applied. And I went to the campus, I gave the interview, I got selected. And again here, this is a strange coincidence. So I applied for the position wherein the electrochemistry, there was only one position, which is scientist in the department of batteries. So this is how I gave my interview, because I had these papers, theoretical papers, and I attended this 10 days in-campus program also.
Right.
That really gave me, I think, more confidence. So I got through in the interview, then I joined. Then after that, 25 years, I got myself trained in electrochemistry. So basically, I am an organic chemist by education and an electrochemist by training.
Okay, that's very interesting. Like, you didn't just got the job, you also became the director of that institute,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I never thought. I thought that, no, initially I thought that if at all I get a job, I should get it in a place like this. Then I went to the same place. I never dreamt, believe it or not, again, I never dreamt that I will become the director of that institute one day. So I kept on working, and suddenly some coincidence happened. There was the position of director became vacant. Then many people applied, and I was the last one to apply. Then I gave my interview, I got selected, then I became the director.
And we do believe in science, but I think destiny is real. Before coming here, I was looking just at the picture in that room, and I saw many the heads of this institute, and you are the first woman to lead in the history of these institutions. So I just a curious question, like what was the number of girls in your batch at that point of time? Because in my batch also, in our campus, the ratio was 1:4.
Yeah, it was actually in chemistry. PhD, MSc, I told you, 7 boys, 7 girls.
Okay.
It was 50-50.
Okay.
Only 14 was the strength in 87, 89 from Government Arts College, Coimbatore. And when I did my PhD in Annamala University, we were hardly maybe 5 girls and around 30 male members.
Okay.
So it was 1:6. So 15% was the ratio.
I hope it should go to 50-50 in future, and we need
now
more.
It has already gone up to that level. Now almost everywhere, definitely above 30-40, and it is closer to 50, and I feel that it will even exceed.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Even after I became the DG, I told the days are not so far off. Maybe the male community will come up on stage and say that, hey guys, I think all women are now occupying all the positions. So all of us should take it as a great point. We also should try occupying high positions. And all these are not going to be the dreamliners. It is going to be the fact, I told.
100%, I'm totally agree with you.
Yeah.
So before becoming Director General to CSIR, you were a scientist. So when you became the DG CSIR, how it changed your perspective towards science? Before you used to be a scientist, now you are into administration.
Yeah.
So now you look from a different perspective. Okay, now you can't deep dive into anything. Like you need to look into what is, what we can do, the practical implications of science and rest of the things. So how it changed your perspective?
It's a beautiful question, because earlier I was just thinking about only batteries and fuel cells, especially lithium batteries and sodium batteries. Then also, the area was, I was having a deep dive into that area alone. The moment I became DG, no, earlier itself I was the one important project. It was a multi-institutional project. Around 8 institutions, the CSIR labs were there, and I was leading that program. So that we call it as a multi-institutional mission program. Okay. So I was one PI who was leading that. So at that point of time itself, I started learning about beyond my area. So little bit of metallurgy, little sensors, little healthcare. So I started learning about very many other things. Basically, I am a chemist, therefore I can very easily understand chemistry, chemical engineering, and also electrochemistry gives you the freedom to learn a lot more engineering, electrical engineering, and also metallurgy. Also, you will learn a lot. So putting together all these things, I was already having a lot of antennas and tentacles, which were having some small dew points. The moment I became DG, as you said, now I feel that my canvas is now very large.
Very wide, right?
Very wide, and now I am able to understand many things. And with a kind of a big thanks to CSIR. CSIR gives you opportunities unlimited. I would say if at all you want to rename or give a tagline other than this innovation engine of India, if at all you want a tagline, we can say opportunities unlimited. This is CSIR. So already CSIR was giving all the opportunities to learn. The moment I came here, all the 37 labs, starting from Agri-Bio Nutritech up to Aerospace engineering. So different fields, and every director and every project you have to deal with, for which you need to have an understanding. Therefore, I started talking to people, listening to them. And I'm a person who will never shy away asking people to teach me. So I have asked even people to teach me, to a few of my directors. I can even tell, I used to say one of my directors is Dr. Vinay Nandikuri. So biology is not my core area. So I just told him, Vinay, why should you just teach me periodically on few certain important things? So I used to listen to them. So this is how my first year, I was really learning a lot. Then now it is easy for me to understand. And even within that 1 year also, all other areas, physical chemistry, this chemical engineering, and I would say the other areas, agri-bio, nutritech and all, it was so easy for me to understand. Only thing is the core biology, healthcare. So there I really spent a lot of time in listening to my directors. So that really gave me the confidence, and now I am able to understand, manage, now I am able to even plan. And again, I can even cite you one example. I just gave 1 hour talk in AIIMS New Delhi also on their foundation day on healthcare. So to that level, I learnt. Meaning is credit goes to all my 37 lab directors. They really give me the right kind of information, and they strengthen my learning curve.
Sure, ma'am, 100%. I think learning is the greatest strength you can have in today's time. Exactly. So do you miss sometimes, like, getting your hands dirty in the lab, or that smell of the lab? Do you miss that?
I used to say, no, especially in this building, in this CSIR headquarters building, there is no science flavor.
Okay.
So it's a lot of admin flavor, admin, finance, legal, vigilance, files, folders. So it's this way only. So as you said, there is no lab flavor, there's no science flavor. Okay. Meaning is in labs means every now and then you will have some scientific activity, some talks will be there, some workshops will be there, conference will be there, visitors will be coming there, lot of presentations will be there, scientists will be doing presentation, research scholars will be making presentation, experts will come and visit, foreigners will come and give talks, auditorium will be all the time filled with all the scientific talks.
Right.
That was missing. So this is the fantastic question you asked. So the moment I joined, I said, no. Here also, in this auditorium also, and in this building also, I want to hear the scientific echo, meaning is real science, scientific discussions. Of course, we conduct a lot of meetings, a lot of interactions, but there is no kind of a talk kind of a thing. So I started one series called Amrit series, CSIR Amrit lectures. Okay. Acceleration of modern science and technology related. We named it as AMRIT, Amrit series. So every month I used to call one very big, popular, notable leader in science, technology, engineering, innovation, or startup or technology commercialization. So that kind of a leader I would call, and the leader has to come in person to Delhi, and from our Bhatnagar auditorium he will just deliver the talk, and all my 37 labs, they will be listening because it was live streamed. So far we have completed 25 such talks.
Okay.
And we just got it inaugurated with our former DG, Director General Dr. Mashelkar. He was the first one who inaugurated. Then we invited many people, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, even Sridhar Vembuji from Zoho,
Okay.
the CEO of ANRF. So he was also, before even he joined here, so he also gave Kalyana Raman,
Yes, yes,
Shivkumar
I know him.
Kalyana Raman. He also I invited, and very many leaders, whomsoever Professor Vijay Raghavan, the former PSA. So all these important leaders, even Professor Mantram. So all these people, leaders, they all, even Baba Kalyaniji from Bharat Forge.
Okay.
So he gave one talk. And Professor Balram gave a talk, Professor Shivram gave a talk. So all these people, mainly I just concentrated, either he should be a hardcore researcher or he should be from industry, because by sitting in Delhi, when I am talking to all my people that we have to work for technology commercialization and industrial requirements through our technologies, my people will be receiving it in one style. When somebody from the industry itself is coming and telling, hey, research community, please understand, this is what we are looking for. If the communication comes from the other end, its effect will be totally different. So that is happening now.
Yes, ma'am. I think one of the biggest problem was collaboration.
Yeah.
Everyone used to work in silos, like academia, industrialists, and then startups.
Yeah.
And so I think we need that kind of collaboration, and that is such a beautiful program that you have started.
Yeah.
So talking about CSIR, so many people don't have idea about CSIR, as
Yeah.
you said, the innovation engine of India.
Yeah.
So what exactly says CSIR do for the layman people outside there? And you, as you said, 37 laboratories in very diverse field,
Yes.
many areas, and you
Yeah.
keep them under one umbrella.
Yeah.
So how everything works, and what is exactly CSIR?
CSIR, if you want to define me, we have only twin goals, twin objectives. One is how far CSIR can stand as a relevant institution, not only today but forever, in terms of meeting out industrial requirements.
Okay.
This is point number one. Second one is, to what extent CSIR can really make an impact in the society. How best we can touch the untouched, reach the unreached.
Right.
So, industry and society. How best my lab-based research can get its translation so that it is going to be a transformational indigenous technology to the industry is my first goal. By making this to happen, indigenous technologies, definitely end of the day it is going to reach the society only. Not that everything is reaching through the industry. Society on its own is having number of requirements. Say for example, whether it is farming or their environment, their lifestyle, so their income generation. So small groups, communities like startups or MSMEs or entrepreneurs, even self-help groups, and how best they can really generate income, and how best they can also understand and practice science, and how best they can manage their own requirements. And finally, I would say how best all of us as a society can make sure a cleaner, greener environment.
Okay.
So that is where I fix all my lab-based research should reach the society. First aim is we should reach the unreached, meaning is we should touch the poorest of the poor. We should touch the needy society through our technologies, be it healthcare, be it aroma, be it farmland, be it a small innovation-based, I would say small-scale industries, artisans, even fisherwomen. So we have never left any area, I would say, untouched or unvisited. So starting from tribal community, fisherwomen, to up to, I would say, young, bright startups. So we are having a complete list who are really adopting and enjoying our technology.
Sure, ma'am. I also think like science and technology is the only way to lead the country and to make people self-sufficient and make country self-reliant. So I think we should truly work toward that. And I also sometimes wonder that we have many global IP sitting on the table and we should commercialize that. So I think CSIR is doing very well in terms of that.
IP, we are very strong, actually. I would say there are two, you touched upon IP, global IP. So number one is Indian patents we have. And also we have multinational patents also. And these days we are making it as a mandate that if at all we are making n number of patents, then what is the percentage that really goes as commercialization? So worldwide, if you say it says about 7% or 8%. In CSIR, our percentage is 10.87. So it's a good percent, but I won't say that we are so complacent with this. No, this is not the way. I have given the target for my own team that next year the target is 20%, but it is not possible within 1 year. So I said in 1 year we should touch upon at least 15%. 11 to 15 is the first step.
Just want to go double of the world's average.
Exactly. I already told that should be the target, but it is doable. Because 11 we have easily touched. Now we have learned a lot of lessons. And now I have strengthened our complete business development groups across the laboratories. And we are having 2 units. One is the Innovation Protection Unit, the other one is Urdip. One unit is exclusively working on it. So I made the Urdip head to travel across all the labs, and he spent in each lab 2 to 3 days along with his team. He just gave them complete awareness on how to make patents, how to protect them, and how to make them very strong, how to do patent fencing, what is patent commercialization, what is trademark, everything he taught, and he is conducting follow-up meetings. You said, a nice question, you said all 37 labs, one CSIR
under one umbrella, right?
So all the 37 labs, he classified as 3 tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 labs. And under each tier, there will be around maybe 8-10 labs. So he just visited like this. Now he is doing the follow-up meetings also. Now we are not going more in number, but whatever patents we file, we feel that in next 5 years, they will give us a lot of commercial value.
You also frequently talk about India's 5 key securities that you mentioned, that food, water, energy, healthcare, and strategic security. And since you also mentioned we want to reach the unreached.
Yes.
So is how every initiative of CSIR feeds into one of these 5 factors, and how this framework actually works?
So if you just say take even water security, because these 5 securities, now I'm making it a 6th security, which is data security.
Yeah, right. Very important.
My year 1, I was talking about 5 securities. Now I am talking about 6th security, which is very important, is data security, because data is money, data is safety. This is what I am telling. So data is a firewall. So this data security is becoming more and more important these days. Now coming to whatever you said, water security, even if you take, we have at least half a dozen labs who can really contribute. But 1 or 2 labs, I would say. There is a lab in Gujarat. So that is the CSIR. It is the Salt and Marine Research Institute. So they manage even seawater, 168 acres of land, by just manipulating or by mastering the wave dynamics with our scientific and technological skill sets. Through the gravitational force, when the seawater with the motors and with the kind of wave kinetics that we follow, when the water flows with the gravitational and the land sloping, it really gives you the salt harvesting as a natural process. So carbonates are coming out at one level, chlorides are coming at another level, sulfates are coming at another level, then starts metals. Even in metals, we have magnesium, calcium, kind of light metals, then we have lithium. So this is how this goes. Even some kind of a rare earth is also there. So if you just manage the seawater very, very scientifically and technologically, you will be able to harvest not only salt, because all of us know we can get salt out of seawater. It's not only salt, but also all the other, I would say, minerals as well as metals. You need not do any kind of adventurous thing. Only thing is you have to play around the science and technology.
So it is also economically viable?
It is economically viable. So this is one is seawater. I simply told only one. The same lab, They have taken this sea and its sea forming, if you just say. So Kappa ficus is one kind of a seaweed. So seaweed growing in the whole country, we were the first ones to introduce. So if you go to Gulf of Mannar, you would have heard about Rameshwar.
Right.
So just before Rameshwaram, there is a place called Mandapam. So in Mandapam camp is there. So in that Mandapam, it is a Gulf of Mannar. There the fisherwomen, they go for fishing.
Right.
Not that 365 days you will have fishing. So there is an off season. So what will the family do? So there is no income. So fisherwomen now, that's why we selected only fisherwomen of that Gulf of Mannar, and we gave them the wooden rafts, and in that raft they will tie this Kappa ficus seaweed quality seaweeds we just gave them, and they will just put it at a particular depth of the sea up to this level, all the ladies. So maybe 15 ladies will come, they will do like the way you do flower knotting, they will do the knots in the raft and they will go and leave it. After 21 days, if you go, you can collect them. All the seaweeds would have grown big in size. So when they reach, there will be an NGO who will be waiting with the van. He will collect the whole thing. The moment he will take the weight, check the weight, and he will collect it. The moment he just takes it, collects it, money will go to the account of that fisherwoman. This much we have connected the science, technology, I said society,
right,
and the market. So everything is connected, and the fisherwoman is getting the hot cake, the money. The moment she takes it out, she gets the money. So this one, then you can say there are 15 ladies are going. Whose raft is what? So that's why I'm telling ladies are very, very intelligent. Multitasking, they are very intelligent. So one person will use one green dot. So all green dots are my rafts, all yellow dots are your rafts. So this is how they identify. So according to the growth, because something would have grown more, something would not have grown.
Right.
So all greens are mine, all yellows are your, all reds are his thing. So this is how they reach out to the shore and they take money out of it. This is again seawater. Apart from that, wastewater. This is country's the biggest problem. So how to make this wastewater for its recirculated reuse?
Right.
You'd have heard about one lab called NEERI Nagpur. That is an environment-related engineering laboratory. That lab is a fantastic laboratory, and they are talking about not only the wasteland and the wastewater. They're talking about even wasteland. Several years you did not even use, and it's a dumped site. It's a fly ash site. Dumped site means they are growing a specific variety of bamboo that takes the underground water, and that really balances that soil, and this bamboo is growing. So this bamboo is one product. Soil is also getting reclamation. So whether it is land, soil, water, that lab is only doing.
So bamboo is absorbing the waste from the soil in the water?
Metal.
Okay.
Because fly ash contains a lot of metals. So these metallic components are being utilized. So depending upon the dumped site, they will first test the soil. Depending upon the metallic content of the soil, they actually recommend a particular variety of bamboo. Not that every bamboo will grow. Okay. Not that every bamboo will absorb whatever metal value is there. So they have a series of, I was told, 25 to 30 different types of bamboo. So they know which bamboo requires which kind of a mineral wealth. And according to the soil condition, they recommend you just to grow this one. And more than 1,000 acres of land has been reclaimed using their technology in this country right now. More than 1,000 acres, I'm telling. Another very important thing is fecal sludge management. Chandrapur, you would have heard about. Chandrapur municipality, it's a 2 lakh people containing municipality. That fecal sludge and the wastewater, it is completely managed by this lab's technology. We handed over the technology. Even the local communities, even the district collector and the municipal authorities, they just virtually joined and they appreciated and they shared their happiness. Now Chandrapur municipality is the role model and it is the example for how best CSIR can really think about our technologies at a scale. So here it is a 2 lakh people. And when I talk about the dumped site reclamation, it is thousands of acres. Why I am telling you all these numbers? 168 acres I told for salt harvesting. Why I am telling all these numbers? Seaweed for about 600 tons so far we have already distributed.
Okay.
So from the seaweed, there are 5 products that are reaching market. starting from the growth stimulant to different kinds of up to I would say there is a company called Aqua Agri in Manamadurai. I'm telling even the name of the company.
Okay.
He has taken our technology. He is a Crorepati today. It is just because of this seaweed technology. He himself proudly says, he gives this statement in very many places. So the seaweed also, now several tons we have done. So I just want you to understand CSIR is not working on small scale or at a particular defined level. We are talking in terms of acres, tonnage, and also lakhs of people for the benefits.
Ma'am, you have said many things, and I was like, okay, this exists in India. Like many people think that India is just a follower of the Western science, and we are developing such indigenous technologies here. So, like how India has evolved from your lens, like if you look at the science and tech, this transformation.
In Indian dictionary, one word which could be removed, my strong recommendation is follower.
Okay.
A follower of technology, because we have to have these followers for good things. Because no, technology following those days have gone. India is no longer depending upon anyone. You may think that I'm just telling you for the sake of interview. No, I really mean what I say. So because now the country is made to understand our own inherent strength, thanks to national leadership, thanks to scientific leadership. All of us are on the same page. Now, every time, we are trying to get goosebump moments with our science and technology. Is it possible? All these question marks, now slowly we are making all the question marks as exclamatory marks. It is possible, that's why I'm telling, because the whole country is now given to understand. We are given to believe, trust, and we are given to even take an oath within ourselves that I should do this for my country. And all of us, we have rededicated, repurposed, and also we have refocused our complete thought process in that area. And therefore, at least in CSIR, we already forgot the word. We are no longer followers of any technology. Either I will come up with my own technology or I will be the leader and somebody will follow. Today, my first step is I have to follow my technology. It should be accepted, appreciated, and implemented in India, number one.
Okay.
My next level is it should be accepted, appreciated, and implemented across the globe. These are the two-stage developments that is there in our roadmap.
Wow, make in India for the world.
Yes, exactly. It's not made in India, it is make in India. You rightly touched upon the point. I always ask this question to my people. Please think about what is the difference between make in India and made in India. You can buy any technology from elsewhere and you can just practice it here, and then also you can reach the market. No, I'm not there to vote for that.
Exactly, like made in India is like screwing in India, like you just import technologies and lot of things.
Once upon a time we used to say assembled computers. I still remember. This computer is assembled computer. We are not here to do this assembled computers. We have to work on the different components and we have to manufacture with our own equipments. Now initially we are talking about it should be manufactured in India. Slowly we have even started thinking how best this manufacturing mission could be seriously thought so that every equipment is getting manufactured here. Now for equipment we are depending upon others. Raw materials we are depending upon others. How best this raw material dependence on others could be reduced? How best this equipment dependence on others could be reduced? These are the very important points. If at all we are able to excel in these two areas, we are the masters.
Sure, ma'am. I think we will do that one day.
Not one day, in few years.
Okay.
It's not going to take 2 decades, 3 decades. So please believe my words. No, it's not that way.
Okay, ma'am.
If the same spirit continues, everything is possible before 2047.
Wow.
Before.
Okay. So, ma'am, like if you look at the transformation of India in the past 10 to 15 years, so CSIR also works with many deep tech startups and in many industrialists also. So, when you look at the deep tech startups in batteries, climate, biotech, semiconductors, many struggles because of funding. I think funding is not very available in India, and also government is now pushing them and acting as a catalyst for them. Like government is pushing them in the initial part. So, where does CSIR fits into this story, and how you are helping these founders? And if I'm a founder, how can I approach CSIR for my mission?
Good, very, very excellent question. So now Government of India, again thanks to Government of India, RDI. RDI is now 1 lakh crore.
Yes, ANRF fund.
Research Development Innovation Fund, RDI fund is 1 lakh crore. To get that 1 lakh crore, I as a researcher, can I get? No. I cannot get. Now I have to come up with the technology, and I have to transfer my technology to you as a startup or MSME or a well-known industry. You should adopt my technology, and I will give it because there are different scales called TRL, technology readiness level, manufacturing readiness level, consumer readiness level. So technology readiness level, I will just hand it over to you maybe at the level of 5 or 6. But if you want to reach the market, you need technology readiness level closer to 8 and 9. 9 is it is there in the market. So the scale is TRL 1 to 9. That is a range. So I'll give you at the midpoint at 5. So what will you do with that? Because after 5, it requires lot of money, like the way you said, fund. Why? Because I'll do it at a particular level. For example, kg level. Right. If you want to do it in tens of kgs and hundreds of kgs and in tonnage level, we call it as a pilot scale. So we will start from kgs, few kgs to hundreds of kgs at pilot scale. Then we have to further scale it up to tonnage level. 1 TPD, 1 tons per day, 2 tons per day, or then tens of tons per day.
Right.
This is called semi-commercial. Then you have to scale it up to 100 tons per day, 100 tons per annum, then 1000 tons per annum. Like that you will be talking about. So in this particular sequence, so we will be there up to the kg level, and then the industry, after talking to me, working with me, because we are not asking the industry towards the end. Now we ask the industry to join us even from the beginning of the travel. So we travel together. The journey starts along with the industry. So they also now know what is my strength, and now they believe and they understand. So with a kind of a confidence in me, they will now take up the technology. Now RDI fund will help them. They can take the help from the government of India through this ANRF RDI fund. So they will get they can get maximum funding. It is not only that, there are several options by means of which startups and MSMEs, they can get this kind of a funding support. Then they can take it to the next level. Finally, it will reach its commercial state. I will tell you, in India, 10 tons per annum hydrogen hydrate manufacturing technology, it is CSIR IACT's technology. So Honorable Prime Minister dedicated this facility in Gujarat, the Dahej complex. It is Gujarat Alkali Chemicals Limited in 2023. 2024, the full scale production started. So whatever I'm telling is not numbers in the air, numbers in real time execution. Similarly, last year 2025, National Chemical Laboratory Pune, we transferred the technology of paracetamol, indigenous. Once upon a time, even during COVID time, we were not having enough paracetamol supply within the country. Now COVID need not come, but the country is going to have indigenous paracetamol technology. So that we have given to Satyadipta Pharmaceuticals, Karnataka. Now they have come up with a complete plant. The plant today can manufacture 3,700 tons per annum in one line. They have 2 parallel lines. If at all we strengthen both the lines, so 4,000 plus 4,000, 8,000. 8,000 tons per annum, closer to 9,000 tons per annum is the 100% technology. Even if you cut 80% also, you can definitely go with around 8,000, 7,500 tons per annum of paracetamol. So that's why I'm telling, this kind of thousands of tonnage per annum is possible today, just because the fund is made available. Funding channels are now strengthened. Earlier ANRF was having only this RDA, only 2 second level fund managers. One is Technology Development Board, the other one is BIRAC. They are the second level fund managers. Now they have given open call. Many more second level fund managers are also going to get onboarded, and therefore in the country, the fund availability as well as the channels facilitating this kind of a fund utility, it is going to be very, very huge in the coming times. And therefore I'll come up, I'm a knowledge partner. I'll give you my knowledge, my technology, and somebody is giving you the fund, somebody is facilitating the fund, and you as an end user with my science and with that fund, you will do it.
Yes, I love that part, that handling our IP is one part, then hand holding and like growing together is another part. So the deep tech cycles are too long that you need that kind of support. And when you get that kind of support from the government, your attitude changes towards building. Like exactly. You align yourself with the national interest. Okay, government is funding them, then I should do for the government too.
Yeah, exactly. No, I loved another word you used, hand holding, because many times I used to repeat this word, mainly to make my people to get the clarity. Many a times technology transfer means we will show one file. You will stand here, I will stand here. We will exchange. So, and we will handshake. So the technology transfer doesn't get ended with the handshake. It starts from that moment, I will say. The next step is hand holding. To what extent you will hand hold? I will tell you the real-time story because you are in Delhi. You know one lab called CRRI, Central Road Research Institute. So when I came to Delhi, many people, they know, yeah, I know Road Research Institute, but does it come under CSIR? They will ask. So I'm really requesting you, please visit that lab. That lab has come up with 5 indigenous road making technology alone. And one technology I would say that is called Ecofix, meaning is roads means everywhere this pits and the what do you called pothole. This pothole is a biggest issue, and especially in Karnataka and all, it has created lot of havoc. So this pothole fixing is the biggest thing. Now they came up with the technology. You will adore the technology like a 2-minute Maggie. This is a 2-minute pothole fixing technology. It is not 2 to 20 minutes, I would say max.
How do they do that?
I will tell you. You just go and take Ecofix is the name of the brand name I'm telling. It is available in 30 kg bag. Get the bag. It's available in the market. There is one Remuka Global who is our industry partner. We are hand holding. I'm just coming to that point of hand holding.
Okay.
So you just take the bag, just cut open it, and you go to any place where you have the pothole. Even in Delhi also near Secretariat, we just completed the pothole fixing as a demonstration. Whether it is water or waterless, whichever pothole, you just fix the pothole using some mechanical pressing thing. Next 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even heavy truck can also pass through. You cannot believe, but you please, I will share with you the video. And also you ask in the whole India, there are 7 states in which we have already introduced this technology. If you have any doubts, you can talk to the Chief Secretary of Karnataka. So Madam is there. So she will really be in a position to tell you how best and how much they really, her name is Shalini.
Right.
So Shalini Madam, she herself has given open statement about how much they are satisfied. This is one Ecofixes. That's why I'm giving you like a 2-minute Maggie. This is a 5 or 10, meaning is only the application time. At the max, you can say it's a 20-minute Ecofix. So it is economically viable. Here also we are using the steel slag waste, and then we convert it into this model, and a binder is the technology. So this binder keeps it in a kind of a semi-solid and a glued kind of a thing. So you just cut open it and you just fill it and then you press it. Then we made even the minister's car also to just pass through that within next 5 minutes. So it's only the filling time. That's why I'm telling 20 minutes, depending upon the depth of the hole. Normally for any pothole fixing, you have to evacuate the hole, meaning is water should not be there. But we are not worried about it. With water, without water, dry or wet, this could be done. This is one. So we, everywhere when this pothole fixing technology is happening, my team will also be there on site. Why? Because whether the same quality control is maintained by the company, meaning is we believe the company, we work with them, they are still with us. And I will tell you, by looking at this company's thing, now 7 states, including Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala we are yet to do, Karnataka we have done, Northeast we have already completed, and Northeast we got a very nice work order, and everywhere we are getting work order for, I would say, so many bags, 50,000 bags or 10,000 bags of Ecofix. This is one technology. Second thing I would tell you, just take the Uttar Pradesh. Here, 3 years back, this particular Road Research Institute, they made one trial segment road. I do not know the name of the place because the names and all are not familiar. So, what the Uttar Pradesh government, PWD people, they told was, you just fix it now, you just use this particular place. If at all it is staying intact, after 3 years, we will give you the work order.
Okay.
So, during COVID time, my people, they went, they did it. After 3.5 years, last year, they were extremely happy. Even we met and even made a presentation to Yogi ji also. Yogi ji was extremely happy. His whole government is extremely happy. Now they have given work order for 280 kilometers of the road in 8 different packets, 8 different places. And one such place which is very much closer to Ayodhya, I think the name of the place is Gonda village. There I myself I went and saw.
Okay.
Actually we took because they do not know who am I. So we just asked for a third party, like those who are going, trespassers, the cyclists, motorists, the people, those who are going by car, we just stopped them and we asked. They are so happy because even after 3 years, not even a single crack is there in that road. No crack, nothing. It is intact. Only after seeing that, because seeing is believing. Only after seeing that, now we got this kind of an order. And now we met with the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu Garu. So he has clearly told, Madam, if at all you are confident, then all the Andhra Pradesh roads, you just make use of your technology, steel slag road technology and this Ecofix technology. Now this Remuka Global, he is our Remuka Global Services, I think that is the full name of the company. He has been given some 10 acres or whatever in Andhra Pradesh just to get his company established there. So he wanted for a big scale around 197 crore and he was ready with 100 crore. 95 crore now this DST's Technology Development Board, TDB.
Right.
So Rajesh ji, so he has helped. Just last week we had one important meeting in our National Media Center wherein this TDB Technology Development Board has given their financial support and their assurance and the check for 95 crore for the Remuka Global. Now his contribution is 102 crore, they are giving 95 crore, so 197 crore. Land is already given by the government of Andhra Pradesh. Now he'll come up Visakhapatnam. In Visakhapatnam, he is now going to come up with a big facility and he'll be making use of the facility for Andhra Pradesh. So this is the level or the size at which we work, and this is a kind of a trust and confidence that we get, because it is not from one. I'm talking about Karnataka, I'm talking about Uttar Pradesh, I'm talking about Andhra Pradesh. So I'm talking about even Assam. Assam already we got work order. So again the Chief Secretary Ravi Kotaji, you talk to Ravi Kotaji, he will tell you how much they really adore our technology. So why? Because everywhere when the technology is getting implemented, Dr. Satish Pandey is the PI. Along with him, the lab director will also go at least for one visit. If not all the time, at least once a while he visits. Satish Pandey will go and he will make his team members to be there when it is getting executed. To that level, we handhold. Meaning is that technology transfer happened, and even up to the level of getting support from the Technology Development Board, 95 crore, we are still traveling with them. And therefore, we are not forgetting any of our clients. The moment we just do the handshake, it is your job, my job is over. It is not that way. And my scientists are no longer sitting only in labs. They spend time in the lab. Equally, they spend time at site also, at site. So CRRA you should visit.
All this sounds so fascinating, like the technologies that we developed in India and at the collaboration level, like, you know, on that level, every one of you are working together. All this sounds so fascinating.
Do you think that only India is amazed by this technology? The United States of America, already 50,000 bags we have exported Ecofix.
Oh, wow.
So US Maritime from Chicago, I forgot the name of the engineer. He came here, he stayed here for 1 week. This group went there. Then because now they want to implement this technology, mimic it in US with their steel plant waste. Therefore, it has to be now customized. That project is also going on. So for the test trial, they got 50,000 Ecofix bags, meaning it's 50,000 into 30 kg. That much we have already exported. In Chicago, US Maritime, Indian technology is implemented. What else is required?
Wow. All that sounds so great. So one of the things which I recently got to know and I felt very good about it, that DSIR removed that 3-year existence requirement of DeepTech startup recognition. So can a college just recently graduate student can come to CSIR and said, okay, I want to work with you and you can collaborate with me?
No, I think it is not impossible.
Okay.
Why? Because we have to only understand as long as you are a serious person.
Okay.
Because till the time you get a job, if you want to just spend some time as an internship person, then that also we handhold. But if at all you are a serious person, definitely any CSIR lab, they will never say no to any of the youngsters, whether it is a boy or a girl or maybe even partially educated, uneducated women, whichever way we can handhold, because no, it is the taxpayers' money with which the government of India is giving our funding support, and therefore we always believe that we are not only answerable to one or two ministries and leaders, we are answerable to the complete population of India. So I always tell my people, 10,000 plus strength of CSIR, we are responsible and we are answerable to the complete population of India. If you call it as 140 crore, we are really answerable to all the people, because it is their money with which we are doing, and therefore it has to go back. It is again circular economy. We get money from them, we give them the technology. Again, we'll get money from them, we will implement the technology. So circular economy should be exercised from this angle itself. That is why DSIR has taken some extreme care, some extra effort, by means of which, so this kind of a wait time could also be avoided. And this is where even we talked with ANR of CEO also. So now we are even giving it in writing. So we are writing to the next level leaders, and it will also, because Honorable Minister on the other day announced it.
Yeah, ma'am, and recently you also opened that CSIR Innovation Complex in Mumbai. I was talking to G. Mahesh and he was telling me about that it is like a startup incubation center. You can look from that perspective. So you can tell us about that.
Actually, what we thought was, in every lab, as you said, 37 labs are there, but we want a central pool. Where, no, because if at all a foreigner is coming, visiting India, I cannot take him to all the 37 labs. But if at all I can ask him to get stopped at one place, as a one-stop technology shopping place, this technology Mumbai Innovation Complex will really help us. So there we have office space, incubation space. For startup, we have even practicing labs also. Some common facilities like analytical instrument facilities there in the ground floor, and top 2 floors even for animal facility and even for regulatory services. Also 2 floors we have already dedicated. So already 3-4 multinational companies have taken up space. They started working from there, functioning from there. 7 of our CSIR labs also, they have also moved their 1 or 2 very important technology and the PAs and the working teams there, so that they can very easily get the attention and the attraction of the foreigners or Indian clients, whomsoever is visiting. So it need not be, see, for example, when you are visiting my Mumbai Innovation Complex, if you have no idea about CSIR, so we have a group there. So they will try to understand what is your area of interest. So if you want to use CSIR technology, they will direct you to the CSIR lab with which you have to really start working. If at all it is a non-CSIR technology also, they will give you the office space as well as some kind of a lab space also, wherein you can practice a non-CSIR technology also, because we are not so specific and selfish that only CSIR, because the Honorable Prime Minister has given a clear instruction. It's a whole of government approach for the benefit of whole of society. Whatever you guys do, you also said initially silos. So right. we already came out of that silos concept. So whatever we do, we have to do as in association and as a consortium of ministries these days we are working. So it is a whole of government and we are working to benefit the whole of society. So my innovation complex gives you an opportunity to practice both CSIR and non-CSIR technologies. It gives you office space, it gives you lab space, it gives you access to common analytical equipments. It will give you, because biology it is yet to get ready, analytical is already available. It will give you access to animal facility, and it will give you access to regulatory services also. And in what are the fields? So regulatory means biological sciences, and hand-holding in chemical sciences, physical sciences, mathematical sciences, data science also. So and in all these cases, whether you want to go with CSIR technology, you go. Otherwise, if you want to practice non-CSIR also, they will be able to give you the complete hand-holding.
Okay, ma'am, we have talked about many things like, startups, DeepTech startups, and I'm just looking from the other perspective, like what are the challenges that we are facing, and, where most of the DeepTech startups die, or the death value of startups, so the long cycles. If you can talk about that, the challenges that we are facing as an ecosystem.
Deep tech startups, I'll tell you, see, for example, if at all a person is coming up with an initiation without having much knowledge, he is taking the help from us. As a knowledge partner, we join. The more we work together, the more we talk, and the more we understand each other's requirements, I think the journey is going to be a perfectly, I would say, manageable journey. Where if any one of us, we fail to understand the importance, I think that is where the deep tech startups, they find their difficulty. Second thing is the market. So when you follow my technology, adopt my technology, and you are able to make maybe 10 laptops of this kind, already market is flooded with all the branded values, where even you can get it at a slashed price also, Christmas offer, New Year offer, Dashra offer, slashed price. And even other ways also, the cost is very much, I would say, manageable, affordable. Now, as a startup, I am now only managing. So, will I get any demand from the market? I always say, as a battery scientist, I used to say, if at all I am coming up with an indigenous battery, the battery is now no-name battery, because I'm yet to give it a name. So already we have, I don't want to give the names of the batteries which are available. So they are all branded batteries. They are available, for example, $1 per piece, it is available. When I make, because I have to start doing indigenous technology, I have to get the raw material from elsewhere, I have to get the machine from elsewhere, definitely it is going to be $2 or $3 or $4 also. Therefore, you as a, because market is the point where both of us are getting connected. Society comes up to market. I as a scientist also can reach up to market. So market is the interface where we really handshake. So now in this market, I am now pushing my battery. It is $3 per battery. Let's assume my society is coming. $1 per battery is available with the big numbers, with the big names, branded names. I'm going as a new name. So who will you choose? Definitely you will go with the branded, because it's a proven, lifetime is assured, here nothing is assured. Therefore, there will be a kind of a hesitation from the user point of view, and therefore how to create the market demand. This is the first question. And second thing is how to get the attention and the trust and the belief from the end user, my consumer, to believe in my technology, to believe in my product. So for which I need some kind of a time. And will I be able to make it at an affordable cost? Right at this point of time, if at all, like the way you said, 1 or 2 startups when we start, for the whole country now, EV and the electric mobility is taking place in a very big scale. So we are in need of millions and billions of battery modules. Whereas you and me, if at all we do, even 10 of us if we do also, we'll be able to come up with maybe 1 million, 2 million max. Therefore, the requirement is so much, and I'll be able to penetrate the market with 1%, 2%, 10%, 15%. So with this 15% of penetration, will I be able to make it as an affordable cost, and I should also get benefit, meaning is profit also. So that is the challenge. But how long this challenge will be there? It will be there for initially 1 or 2 years or 3 years or max 5 years. But afterwards, the market will be stabilized. Again, thanks to government. Now we have taken up very important strategic steps. I cannot share everything. So raw material supply chain is getting stabilized. So we need not worry about it. And manufacturing is also slowly getting stabilized. So once this raw material and the manufacturing equipments both are from India, I think I can even, my name can be no name also. Then also people will die for my product.
Okay. Since you mentioned a lot of good things, I want to talk about that intersection and balance point, like when you're doing a research. So from a market perspective, like, is there a market for this or not? Or what is the first PMF that we can, is it economy viable or not? So like, how do you align research with that? Is it market bankable or not?
I think it's again a very important question. The moment I joined DG, you said, you were a scientist and how do you now manage it? I thought that many people, all of us can manage science, but who will manage my business?
Right.
So I thought there is a need for a business wing. And I created that wing. In CSIR headquarters, I just recruited a business development head, and she is managing a group. And Mumbai Innovation Complex, it is made functional mainly to manage the business opportunities and how best my technology can reach the market. So these two are he is also business development head only. So there are 2 BDGs now, business development group heads, They are having their point of presence in the laboratory, and virtually they meet with all these people, and these people are really acting as a spokesperson, or I would say the channel or the launch vehicle, wherein they are connecting us to the market. Meaning is, they tell us, even my own scientist, I am telling, when you are making up a technology, see for example, if you are coming up with this kind of a product,
Okay.
first you find out what is the market size, what is the market value, what is the market potential, and what is its growth for the CAGR for next 5 years, next 10 years. Only after you finish all these things, then you say that you want to develop this product, then you conceive a project, then I'll give you funding. So we are now doing, I'm making my scientists to think about return on investment also. So all these words are no longer management words or business words or MNC words. So these are they are all included in our curriculum, in our syllabus also. Once we thought that it is out of syllabus, no, it is not that way. My scientists are now completely able to understand, unless otherwise the product is having the market value, size, as well as its growth for the next 5 years, because now we are living in an era where the technology is fast changing. Because this month I am having one model of this mobile phone, next month I'll switch over to the next one, because the technology keeps changing. You may be knowing, even one mobile phone is having a combination of 5,000 technologies. Even if they change around maybe hundreds of technologies, then it becomes, or 10 technologies, it becomes the next model. So this technology landscape is fast changing, but whatever technologies I am coming up with, my chemical engineering or mathematical engineering or physical engineering or biological sciences, it should be sustainable for a minimum of 2 decades. This also I am asking my people. So you make sure there is a market demand. You make sure your technology will be there. It will not be killed by, it will not be surpassed by any other technology, at least for next 2 decades. Because whatever facilities you as a startup or as an industry you are creating, you should get the complete money, no? Because you are investing. You should take the money back and you should have the profit also. So minimum 2 months, 2 decades, it should be sustainable. To that level, we are now educating our scientists. We are asking them to think in this direction. This is where I told you, we are repurposing, redirecting, and we are rededicating our research in all these directions.
So when that impact is actually visible, even few days back I was watching on national TV, I was watching this startup show, and one of the founders came to pitch, and they pitched the batteries and they made it with the support of TDB. So some
Technology Development Board.
Yes, right.
Yes.
And the batteries were like in terms of price that were less, and
Yes.
efficiency was more, 50-60% more.
Exactly.
And I was like, that is the impact that government has created
Exactly.
in the past decade.
I will tell you, not only DeepTech, you were all the time showing your interest on DeepTech. Now I'll tell you, DeepTech has another phase. Do you think that Agri also will have DeepTech? Do you think that food also will have DeepTech? Yes, they have.
Okay.
Recently, CSIR has been given the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar Award for our Aroma mission. Aroma mission we started 10 years back. It will look like what CSIR is doing and why CSIR should do and what only they can do. So we promoted the farmers in such a manner, whether it is lemongrass or whether it is patchouli, menthol, like so many varieties of cash crops, aroma crops and cash crops. So we have identified, and using our science we just multiplied, and we give them the quality saplings at free of cost to farmers. We teach them how to grow it, and now if you ask me, several thousands of acres the farmers are growing our aroma crops and cash crops. And it is not only hand holding again. Our people, they go and stay in the farmland. They talk with the farmers, they are hand holding, even harvesting also. If it is stevia, there is a method of harvesting it. Only then this stevia could be converted into a sugar alternate. There is another plant also for the first time in the country. First time indigenous stevia processing plant. There is a place called Una. Una is the name of the place. I think, no, there is Una, near Una there is a place where there is one stevia plant recently we inaugurated. And in this one lemongrass, all the tribal communities, different packets we have taken, Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, in different Himalayas, all these places, our scientists, they go, They meet with the tribal settlement and we give them the samples. Now, if you go to Annamalai, which is near Coimbatore, one side of the hill is full of lemongrass. So they do it, they harvest it. Then what do? They just get an oil, essential oil. This essential oil, you would have heard about the Kanoj corridor for fragrance and flavors. Now this essential oil, they are taking it to the market. We already made arrangements. One Pune-based company is taking the essential oil from Jammu. Actually, we call ourselves as I would say, a CSIR is responsible for the pink revolution in the country, purple revolution. What is this purple revolution? We are coming up with the very important lavender cultivation. So lavender cultivation, if you go to Jammu, please visit Jammu. So our Honorable Minister for Science and Technology, Jitendra Singh ji, it is Jammu. So Minister is really helping us in a big way to promote our science in Jammu. So Jammu, the lavender fields, several acres. And all the lavender is now grown, cultivated, then harvested, then like the way lemongrass oil, lavender oil. So this oil is reaching, one Pune-based company has taken it, it is reaching the market and it is available everywhere. Even in Amazon it is available. So now the farmers are very rich. And even somebody from Uttar Pradesh, one father, he said, the cricketer, I forgot the name of the son. He said, my son, he wanted to join the cricket coaching school, but he was not able to, sports school. We were not having enough money, but thanks to Aroma Mission of CSIR, so we got money out of it because he was doing menthol. And now my son is a cricketer and we got bite also from him also. Wow. And even tribal settlement recently I visited, Annamalai, where the person, he bought the car. Meaning is for the first time for the whole community, the first car is made possible because of the lemongrass oil. So in Jammu, it is lavender. In Tamil Nadu, it is the lemongrass. And in Lucknow side, it is menthol. So these are the aroma crops and cash crops, and we are signing MOUs and working arrangement not only with the Indian companies but also with the foreign traders. So to that level, our farmers, their produce, farmers means we give at free of cost skill development training to the man, woman and the kid also. Now the second generation boys, they have taken up the technology. So in Himalayas, it is Palampur and all, if you go, lemongrass oil, and there we have even, we call it, another one is yellow revolution also, golden revolution, we call it as golden revolution. So there also they are coming up with the oil. So I would say list of 10 plants, we just teach them and all the farmers are living very happily. Every year 31st of January we do Kisan Mela. This year also Kisan Mela is happening. Few thousands of Kisan farmers will come to CIMAP. We have one laboratory called Central Institute of Aroma and Medicinal Plants. So they all come there. We used to give them free saplings on that day. And we used to give them, it's a one full day. They will showcase their produce also. If possible, you also attend this one, 31st of January, Kisan Mela in Lucknow in CIMAP. So there will be around 50 to 100 shops where they will have all their products. And vetiver is another very important thing. Vetiver, there is one Srinath from Rameshwaram. His name itself is Vetiver Sriram. He has even gifted maybe 5 feet height Shivlinga, which is made out of vetiver, to very many national leaders and international leaders also. So vetiver, they are making a lot of products. So what I am telling is, we just give them the sapling, we work with them, and we help them to do harvesting, we help them to even make value added products. This is called value addition. We help them to reach the market also. And the moment they get money, then only we are coming out. Till the time we handhold.
Before coming here, I thought like CSIR work with particular industries or startups, but now like you're working with MSMEs, you're working with local people, you're working with like, unreached people, and it totally blown my mind.
Offered flowers in the temple. We collect all the flowers, and from there the local female, they make agarbatti, incense sticks and also oil. You go to Shirdi temple. Inside the Shirdi temple, there are 4 shops. 4 different shops. All are run by female. You go and ask them whose technology they are adopting. It is CSIR's technology. Again, thanks to one madam called Shalini Tai. So she has made hundreds of women self-help groups. So she already gave employment to all the people. So from Shirdi temple, not even one flower is going as waste. By taking Shirdi as an example, now Kashi Vishwanath temple also, we have made that model. So this is called, there is another mission called floriculture mission. So one is aroma mission. So there only I talked about this lemongrass or this purple revolution, lavender cultivation, all these things I just told you. Now this is floriculture. So different flowers and all the flowers, how to do cultivation. Even for every flower they have 1 week celebration. You would have heard, I don't know, 108 petal lotus. It is first of its country. Even Kaun Baneka Crorepati, there was a question. And it is developed by NBRA. It is a Lucknow lab. And all the flowers after it is, even to Ayodhya, we sent all season tulip. Tulip actually, even Delhi, now this tulip season, no, last year we gave 35,000 tulip. So we are not depending upon Netherlands or somebody for tulips now. We make our own bulbs. And it is Indian tulip, 35,000 we are giving. But after 3 to 5 years, because now NMDC is working closely with us, and now we are making all the tulips, maybe after 3 years or 4 years in Delhi, maybe 1,10,000 tulips means all 1,10,000 tulips will be going to be completely indigenous and by CSIR technology. So to that level, everywhere we are showing our presence. I'll tell you one more thing, aerospace. I told you from agri to aerospace.
Right.
It's a pilot training aircraft you would have heard about. In India now pilots, they are required more in numbers, more number of airports, more air travel, more pilots are required.
Right.
So where are the flying schools? So flying clubs and flying schools are not available in more number. Now more number of flying schools and flying clubs are also getting established. So pilots admission will also go on. So you want a pilot training aircraft. It's a 2-seater training aircraft. Name of the aircraft is Hansa NG3. So we are the first ones in the country, not first, we are the only ones in the country, designed, developed, demonstrated. We got the flying certificate, we transferred the technology. Again, Naidu Garu as well as our minister, both the ministers, we had one meeting in the National Media Center and we transferred this technology and we have identified one clean ampere technologies as he is our production partner now. Now he is staying inside our lab campus itself. This is what I'm telling. We are hand-holding to the extent he is living inside the campus along with his big team, and this has happened 9 months back. And 134 2-seater aircraft orders we got. So now we have to come up with 134 indigenous 2-seater pilot aircraft. So this Hansa NG is a product of CSIR NAL, National Aerospace Laboratory. It's a 2-seater aircraft, pilot training aircraft. Hobby flying also you can use. In all the flying clubs, this will be finding its place. Now this company, after we announced them as our production partner, together we made one unit now. Last month, our minister went and inaugurated that. So one unit successfully the company has now manufactured along with us. Now slowly after we have to, as per agreement, 3 units, meaning is 3 aircrafts we will do together. After that they will move on to their area. They will make remaining 130.
Wow.
So this much market is also created. Demand is also created. Technology is given. We are hand holding. And we are working with them and we are giving them, at every level, the training and hand holding happens so that 3 aircrafts we will do together.
You have such a diverse portfolio from agri to aerospace.
Yes.
So when you look at these factors, like, the core pillars, so if you can just advise people, like, how they can align themselves with the national interest, like, some particular areas, so that they can also, align themselves with the national mission and Viksit Bharat maybe. So if you can speak about that.
I think, so wonderful question you asked. Country has now understood, I won't say country means I'm talking about the general public. Okay. Leaders are always visionary. Right. Leaders, they have the vision, they talk about it. Always leaders, they have been talking, now also leaders are talking, we are addressing. Now for the first time in the country, I feel the present set of leaders, they are able to make the whole country to understand the importance of working together, thinking together, planning together and living together. So that is why they just made it as a big lesson. You work in consortia. You learn from each other. you help each other, by means of which you will come up. So they are first giving funds to R&D institutions. We are doing R&D up to one particular level. Then they are making money which is readily available through other ministries. National mission, whether it is carbon capture and utilization mission, whether it is a green hydrogen mission. Every mission is now several thousand crores of budget. All these missions are coming and everything is available in the web pages, and lot of advertisement. We just populate it to the general public. Everybody is aware of the number of missions that are available, and every individual is now able to understand, I am the beneficiary, what is the channel I should really go. If at all somebody is not able to understand in identifying the channel of approach, they always take the help of the nearest CSIR lab or any scientific or academia. People are really hand-holding, and for end of the day they understand. Even if it is MOEs, they are coming up with the deep ocean mission, and DBT is coming up with the BioNest mission. So they are coming up with the Bio E3 policy. So all these words, even Department of Pharma, they came up with the PRIP scheme. Ministry of Power is going to announce now CCUS. So everybody is coming up with, even Jal Shakti mission, Ministry of Jal Shakti. So every individual, every common man is now aware of the mission.
Right.
Once upon a time, people were talking about only freebies and schemes. Now people are talking about even mission. So all these missions, the moment a mission gets announced, number of ministries, number of departments, number of academia, research institutions and private parties are also included, because everywhere we include now private participation. So the employment generation, as well as, I would say, you used one word, collaboration.
Right.
The freedom of collaboration, the enjoying the collaboration, and the synergy through collaboration. Because I always say 1 + 1 + 1 is 111.
Okay.
It's not 3. It is 111. So that kind of a magic could be created only through synergy. That could be done only through collaboration. Now government is popularizing it in such a manner, and we as intermediate between the government and the end users, we also try our level best to populate it in whichever way we can do, and we also ask our scientists to promote this kind of a schemes as well as missions among general public.
You look so excited about these things. So what drives you on day-to-day basis? Like, what is your mission and vision with CSIR in contributing to Viksit Bharat?
So CSIR, what CSIR can do for Viksit Bharat? I will tell you, in the country, everybody is having one responsibility. Ministries and the visionary leaders, they will come up with the schemes and the missions, and they will give you the funding. And industry, startup and MSME, you are all absorbers. You are ready to absorb. They are ready to give you the funding. Therefore, you need a material or the technology. Therefore, in this case, I as CSIR, I have to play a very important role, proactive role, and a very timely role, and a very meaningful, justifiable, professional role as a technology developer. So the role of CSIR is development of indigenous technology that could be adopted, accepted and implemented in India at stage 1 and then across other globes at an affordable and an eco-benign manner. Affordable cost and eco-benign manner. So in that case, now we have floated our own internal missions in such a manner. Whatever national missions are there, how best you can value add, how best you can be a part of it, number one, how best you can value add this mission, how best you can translate it and transform it for its benefit to the society through market. So I'm a great lover of market, because market is a place where I can meet the society, where I can really make the industry also to feel that it is worth talking to me. Because everything is now getting dictated or directed or decided or administered by market. We like it or not.
Right, 100%.
Whether we like it or not. So today market decides what should I eat, what should I wear, what should I use, and how do I live. Even the shoes that you and me we are wearing, it is not Indian standard, but we from CSIR, we indigenized it. Can you believe in 2026, in 2027, in Indian footwear stalls, Indian footwear sizing name is BHA, Central Leather Research Institute in Adayar, Chennai. It is meant only for that. So market only now decides. Now the market decides something else. You and me, we are wearing something. Now in 27, our own market will say, Kalaiselvi, you wear this. Then now there will be, I told, demand creation. So demand will get created. Because we are going to match with the requirements of the society, match with the requirements of the market, whomsoever who decides the market. That's why I'm telling, it is the interface. If I'm able to manage this interface, I'm already succeeded. So that is the role of CSIR. So from lab to land, from my office space to the real working space. So my scientists, I already said those days have gone. Scientists are no longer defined as 10 by 10 sitting in my place, looking at the wall and dreaming, talking in air, writing in my own way, talking to myself, not talking to anyone. Those days have gone. We have broken all the glass ceilings.
I think India need more science-literate entrepreneurs, policymakers like you to lead us towards Viksit Bharat. So I think that is the need of the hour.
They are already there. I will tell you, government has taken more than enough care. For all the 140 crore people, now we should have only one future or only one idea, one plan, one target, one objective, which is nothing but Viksit Bharat. It's written on the wall. And therefore, now you and me, we have to only prune our thought process, focus our ideas only towards that. Because what is required is clearly told. So far, it was not told to that level. Also, I'm telling you, we have one more very important threat. Once upon a time, there was a technology denial. Now, technology denial version 2.0 is also getting introduced. At any point, because today morning we both are friends. Today evening, will we be friends? We don't know.
Right.
We don't know. And morning you would have given me bread and coffee. Evening will you give me? I don't know. So nothing is certain. Many things are uncertain. Nothing is sturdy. Everything is fragile. And so with all these uncertainties are the challenges. Uncertainties are the, I would say, power banks. Now we understand that these are the weak sections. These are the weak points. We have to just come over through these challenges. Therefore, now country is now made to understand. Whenever I say country, it is the whole country. Now the society is made to understand that we have to work for ourselves. So we are now working as a team, because for my food, my lifestyle and my health, I cannot beg somebody.
Right.
I have to have everything on my own. So that learning has come out very clearly. Therefore, now the goal is known. Only thing is which path I should follow. I will go by path A, path B, path C. Here and there some paths may fail. We are not worried about it. But like no Google map, you can go. If at all you take a different route, then you can recenter. One more time you can recenter and you can reach the goal.
Exactly. I think people are saying that 21st century belong to India and Indians, and we have the best talent in the globe, and
yes.
we are geographically rich, we are culturally rich. So I think this is the best time to build in India.
Yes.
And I think this is the best time to build in India.
Demographically, see for example, at your age group, which country is having kind of people? So we only have the population.
Right.
So now I always say, Mother Nature has blessed us with all the material. What is not there in India? Whether it is water, all resources. You name any resources, everything is available. And we are all genius. But I will always say, we are not realizing only one thing, which is nothing but, we have to realize that we have this much.
Okay.
We have all these things. Only that realization is missing. So I always tell my people, your job is very simple. Go and tell the people that we are blessed with this much. We are sitting on a gold mine without even realizing that I am sitting on the gold mine. Sitting on the gold mine, I am begging with somebody. Why? Only thing is, I have to realize that I am sitting on a gold mine. I have to just come out, I have to start digging, and I have to start searching, scouting. Then I will get all the gold, platinum, whatever is available. So only thing is realization.
Yes, I think the only thing we need is believe. I have met a lot of founders and scientists in the way, like, humanoids are coming out of India,
Yeah.
drones are coming out of
Exactly.
India. In agriculture, we are adopting new technologies. We are showing to the world that what we are capable of doing.
Yeah.
So I think that is happening.
Take Skyroot as an example. At your
100%.
age group,
Right.
only 2 young guys started within 5 years. Now it is several thousand employees. They started with 2 plus 5 plus 37. Then now it is 1,000 plus. And now other countries are asking them to send their satellites and all from Indian soil, Skyroot. So such a tremendous growth. How it is made possible? So what is not there in India? You may say that, ma'am, you are telling only here and there 1 or 2 examples. That's why I gave you the example of Fisherwomen. I gave you the example of my farming group. I gave you the example of self-help groups, flying clubs, chemical industry. Why? Because it is not in one area. It is not one single individual. It is in all diversified fields across the country. We are able to make this kind of a change. Even the kind of a digital revolution that we are doing, digital transaction. Have you ever thought that even a street vendor can also do that?
Right.
They do it fatapat. Nobody is giving any training. They learn. Mobile phones, who taught you? There was no curriculum. Everybody is doing. Therefore, when you are able to give some kind of a passion for that, you will learn. So only thing is you have to make things very attractive. That's why again I'm telling market.
Right.
If you understand the market, I think you are making the globe.
100%.
Future of the globe.
Okay, ma'am, on the ending note, if you can just talk to our audience who are primarily young graduates, founders, even government officials. So if you can advise them with your experiences and expertise, look at what is there for them at CSIR and how can they align themselves with national mission or national interest. So you can speak to them.
Yeah, actually audience, my point is very, very simple. Future of the globe lies in the hands of, I would say, Indians. Definitely I would say. Why? Because whether we believe it or not, whether we trust it or not, whether we accept it or not, the entire globe started believing that Indians are only going to rule the entire globe in the coming times in terms of science and technology. Because we are not power mongers, but we, with our science and technology, we can definitely rule the entire globe. And the globe has realized it, and therefore everybody is looking at India with a lot of expectations. What is India planning for this technology? What is India planning for this particular area? So this is how now India's specific expectations started coming up from the other parts of the globe. So when so much of belief is there on us, is it not our responsibility to live up to the expectation? We are. But if at all we are able to make it as a big group, big battalion, as one family, if all of us put together all our ideas, thought process, energy, money, life and time, everything if we put together, and if we make it as one good consortia effort, I think we'll be able to not only live up to the expectations, we will live beyond the expected levels also. And that's why the country has given a very clear mantra, which is Viksit Bharat. And therefore, let us all start working towards Make in India. Let us slowly sideline Made in India, because initially we accepted at least some manufacturing should happen in India, so that some infrastructure will also get created. Now that is done. Now the next phase is completely end-to-end Make in India. So this end-to-end indigenization, end-to-end Make in India, India for the globe, if at all we make these points as our mantra and sloka, I think we will be able to really conquer the world with science and technology. Aim is not to conquer and rule, mainly science and technology is for service. Meaning is we'll be able to fulfill their requirements, we'll be able to address the challenges, and therefore let us lead and live a very meaningful and a relevant lifestyle in the name of Indians for the benefit of entire globe. For the entire globe, we should be the leaders, and we will be in a position to extend our service to the entire globe like the way we did during the Corona time. Never the world thought that we'll be able to export a lot of medicines to other countries, but we did it. Vaccines, never we thought, even we never believed that we'll be able to do that, but we did it. So similarly, a lot of export should happen in very many areas, mainly not in terms of business, but for the service and but for the benefits of the entire globe. So my young friends as well as my Indian friends, let us all put our energy together and let us synergize our energy and let us work in the name of India for the benefit of the globe. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
very
ma'am.
much.
Really had a great
Thank
time
you.
talking. Pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wish you all the very
Thank
best.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.